In a bold and unprecedented move, Rwanda has suspended its development cooperation with Belgium, accusing the European nation of sabotaging its access to international funding amid escalating tensions over the conflict in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. Kigali contends that Belgium has aligned itself with Congo in a bid to isolate Rwanda diplomatically and financially, a claim Brussels indirectly acknowledges as it had already been reassessing its aid program over Rwanda's alleged role in the war. This development marks a significant escalation in diplomatic tensions between Rwanda and its former colonial ruler, as well as a broader rift between Rwanda and the European Union, which is increasingly pressuring Kigali to end its alleged support for the M23 rebel group in Congo. The Rwandan Ministry of Foreign Affairs announced its decision on Tuesday, asserting that Belgium, in collaboration with the DRC, had been working behind the scenes to block Rwanda's access to development financing, including through multilateral institutions. Rwanda argues that Belgium is using aid as a political weapon rather than a tool for economic growth and regional stability. The ministry stated that while Belgium has the right to take a political stance in a conflict, it is inappropriate to use development aid as a political tool. It emphasized that no country in the region should have its access to development financing restricted as a means of exerting pressure. Rwanda warned that such an interference could undermine African Union-led mediation efforts, which are also backed by the East African Community and the Southern African Development Community. According to Kigali, punitive actions from Europe only serve to prolong instability rather than resolve conflicts. The statement emphasized that imposing unilateral punitive measures amounts to unjustified external interference, which could disrupt the African-led mediation efforts and potentially prolong the resolution of the conflict. Belgium, in response, has reaffirmed its position that Rwanda is violating Congo's territorial integrity and has justified its decision to review its aid program. The $99 million bilateral aid package for 2024-2029 was already under scrutiny. Belgian officials suggest that Rwanda acted preemptively before inevitable cuts were imposed. Belgian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Pierre Stevelink stated that Rwanda had likely taken preemptive action as Belgium was already considering measures that would have affected their cooperation. The European Union has also taken a stronger stance against Rwanda, increasing diplomatic and economic pressure over its alleged involvement in the conflict in eastern Congo. The European Parliament recently passed a resolution advocating for the suspension of European aid to Rwanda, including freezing a significant minerals agreement between the EU and Kigali. This move reflects growing frustration amongst European leaders who accuse Rwanda of fueling instability in the region, despite repeated international calls for de-escalation. The resolution was backed by a broad coalition of political parties, including the European People's Party, the Progressive Alliance of Socialists and Democrats, and the Greens EFA. Among the measures outlined, the EU is pushing to freeze direct budgetary aid to Rwanda, halt military and security assistance, and impose an arms embargo on both Rwandan forces and the M23 rebels. Additionally, European lawmakers are calling for strengthened sanctions against senior M23 commanders and high-ranking Rwandan officials accused of human rights abuses. The resolution also includes a proposal to cancel the 2025 Road World Championships set to take place in Kigali, unless Rwanda alters its approach to the conflict. Belgium has been one of the strongest advocates for stricter measures against Rwanda, but not all EU member states are fully on board. France in particular has been reluctant to take a hard stance against Rwanda, leading to divisions within the EU on how best to respond to the crisis. The matter is expected to be a major topic at the EU Foreign Affairs Council meeting on February 24, 2025. Under growing international scrutiny, Rwanda has strongly dismissed the allegations against it and reaffirmed its position. The government maintains that it will not succumb to external pressure or threats that could compromise its national security. According to Rwandan authorities, their primary objective remains to secure the country's borders and ensure a permanent end to the cycle of ethnic violence that has destabilized the region. Kigali has consistently denied any involvement in supporting the M23 rebel group, which has taken control of significant areas in eastern Congo. The militia claims to be defending Tutsis and other Rwandan language speakers in the region, while combating the Hutu-led FDLR, a group linked to those responsible for the 1994 Rwandan genocide. However, Congolese authorities argue that M23 operates as a cover for Rwanda's alleged exploitation of the area's vast mineral resources. Rwanda, in turn, argues that the real issue lies in the DRC's continued failure to dismantle the UN-sanctioned FDLR militia, which it considers a direct security threat. Kigali asserts that peace in the region will remain elusive unless the Congolese government and the international community take concrete action to address this long-standing issue. Rwandan officials have also emphasized that previous attempts to resolve the crisis have repeatedly fallen short due to unfulfilled commitments from both Congo and global actors. Furthermore, Rwanda maintains that it has always been transparent in how it manages international funding and believes that development cooperation should be rooted in mutual respect rather than being used as a tool for political leverage. The government underscores the importance of African-led mediation efforts, particularly those led by the AU, EAC, and SADC, as key to addressing the ongoing conflict in the region. The fallout between Rwanda and Belgium signals deeper diplomatic fractures, not only between Kigali and Brussels, but between Rwanda and the broader European community. While Belgium and the EU push for harsher sanctions, Rwanda remains defiant, arguing that external pressure will not force it to change its national security priorities. With the EU Foreign Affairs Council set to discuss additional measures, and the African Union summit struggling to make progress, tensions remain high. Meanwhile, humanitarian organizations warn that the ongoing conflict in eastern Congo is creating a catastrophe, with thousands displaced and violence escalating. Your perspective matters. What do you make of Rwanda halting development cooperation with Belgium over Congo war? Share your thoughts and insights in the comment section below. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the New Africa channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our informative future videos. Stay informed, stay engaged, and thank you for watching.